Hey everyone, this is Nicky aka NickFish03 and I'm here today to show you the Whoopie Sling system and how to make it yourself. So just really quickly, the Whoopie Sling is two loops with this adjustable area, and what happens is this is going to be on your tree. This will be either permanently attached or temporarily, up to you, to your hammock. And as long as there's tension, this 12-strand rope is going to just lock back on itself. And when there's no tension, you can just pull it through. And as soon as there's tension again, it's going to lock up. So I'm using Samson Blue 1/8 inch Amsteel rope. The same as you can get on whoopieslings.com, and you can just buy it from him if you don't want to do this, but I enjoy making my own stuff. So as far as tools go, I'm using a retractable ballpoint pen ink cartridge and some wire from a wire hanger. Just a tip, if you're going to use this, sand down the edges so it doesn't catch on the inner strands. So here we go. I'm using a pretty long piece. I'm using a 13-inch segment for each of them, and you want to take the ends, pull 4 strands out, or you don't even have to if you don't want to, but I pulled 4 strands out and cut it at an angle and taped it. So there you go. Now we have 2 5/8 inch is the fid length, is a full fid length for the 1/8 inch rope. So I measured this out to be 2.5 inches. So we can have from the end 2 fid lengths and then another fid length right here. Okay, so we go ahead and feed the bullet in here. That's going to go right to mark B. Now I'm using instructions from Samson Blue. I have that in the description, and I also have another how-to video in the description that I used the first time I did this. So this is my second time I've done this. Alright. I've had no other splicing instruction before this. So that's through. You pull mark A about, however, this is going to be your final loop. Almost, it'll be a little bit bigger. So just mark it, and then you take the other end and that goes into the shorter end right here. Doesn't matter where you put it in. Well, it kind of does. You want it kind of close depending on how big you want your loop. Okay. Oh, I just split a strand, so we'll have to redo that. There we go. Okay, so pull that all the way through. As you can see, that's a lot of left, a lot of rope left. So you don't want any twists in there. Just want to pull that through, make sure it's nice and tidy, and that is your lock Brummel splice right there. And then you just want to bury this. I probably could have made this a little shorter. If I wanted to, I could just cut it off, but I don't care that much. So we go ahead, and the measurement is 1.5 lengths of the free end, so I could go down to here. I'm not, if you want to mark it, go ahead. I didn't, and I'm not going to now. So you want this as close to your spot as you can. Unfortunately, because I don't have that much free end, I have just enough actually. Well, what you can do is you can just take it out. I hadn't thought about this. And you're placing it close to the splice and then feeding it, just putting it through. Now, if you don't have a retractable ink cartridge, you can use guitar string or very thin wire and do this instead of pushing it through, pulling it through. There's a video on YouTube called Whoopie Sling conversion where he does that himself and works just as well. So this is all you really need is the rope, which I got at 43 cents a foot, so that's a pretty good deal for something that can hold 2,000 pounds. When it's in its Whoopie Sling format, it goes down to about minimum 1,200 pounds. So I'm having some trouble starting this. There we go. So now we just put the bullet into the fid and keep squeezing it through. I'm just doing as much as I can, and it looks like it wants to come out now. So if I just pushed it through now, I have danger of losing the bullet in there. So we're going to take the push, which end? Where's this end? So we're going to take the push wire and just go through. Alright. So, perfect. Now to finish it, we just milk it back and take the tape off. Okay, just milk it back. No problem. There you go, you have your finished lock Brummel splice, and you can just take the marked tape off, or you can't if you did it with a pen. And we will continue in the next segment.